Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a video on boredom. I'm a mathematics tutor, and last night I had a student who was getting very bored with the material that she had to work on, and she was also getting annoyed. I already have a video on being annoyed, so she can just watch that. And today is specially for this student so that she can help clear her boredom towards the work she needed to do in order to do well in mathematics. So let's start the EFT sequence by rubbing our sore spot. You go from where your neck meets your torso, go down 3 inches, 1, 2, 3, go to the left 3 inches, 1, 2, 3, and within a radius of 2 inches, find a spot that feels sore. And this is called a sore spot, and you're going to be rubbing your sore spot. Even though I'm so bored, just repeat with me 3 times. Even though I'm so bored with this subject, I deeply and completely love and accept this bored part of myself. Even though I'm so bored with this subject material that I'm dealing with, I deeply and completely love and accept this bored part of myself. Even though I'm so bored with this subject material, I deeply and completely love and accept this bored part of myself. Okay, so now that that's what we're clearing out of the river of energy, which is the energy in the meridians, we're going to tap specific spots that are acupressure spots in these meridians. So you tap the top of your head and you repeat what the problem is in a short form. So bored. So bored. So bored. Eyebrow. So bored. So you're tapping at the beginning where your eyebrow starts, towards the third eye, towards the middle of your forehead. It could be left or right hand, doesn't matter. Now you're tapping the side of the eye. So bored. So bored. Now you're tapping under the eye. So bored. Each of these is a specific meridian. This is the gallbladder, this is the bladder, that's the gallbladder, that's the stomach. You don't need to know them. You just need to know that it works if you tap at these points, okay? But just know that each one does pertain to a particular organ in the body. And we know we have about 14 of these meridians, but we're only bringing balance to 7. And when we bring balance to 7 of these, the other 7 take care of themselves. So we're clearing out the blocks. Now you're tapping under the nose. You want to tap pretty hard so that you want to make sure. This is a very strong meridian. It's called the governing spine. It goes right from here under your nose to all the way down your spine to the tailbone. It's really a big meridian. And this top of the head point is the same meridian. So where we start is also governing spine. This is a really important meridian because once your spine is balanced, then all your chakras also, correlate with certain spots down the spine. Okay. So bored. Wherever it hurts more to tap, that's where you're holding the block. You'll probably know which meridians are holding your blocks regarding this subject. Now, under the chin, under the lip, this is called the chin point. It's not really the chin, it's the cleft between the lip and the chin, okay? So bored. And now you're tapping collarbone, which is 1/2 inch under the 2 bumps at the end of your collarbone. So use a thumb on one side and 2 fingers on the other side. 1 finger is not enough. You really want to apply some pressure. What we're doing is acupressure on these points, okay? So instead of using needles, we're using pressure to bring about balance. You don't need to go to an acupuncturist. You can do it yourself at home. you can bring your body into balance on the subject of boredom, which is what we're clearing. This particular point helps rebalance your left and right hemisphere also. Now you go 3 inches under the armpit. So you go 1, 2, 3, and you can tap right there. You can tap with the same hand. You can tap with the opposite side. With the opposite hand, it doesn't matter. Reach across your chest, do it on the other side, like this. That's okay. Whichever way works, and it doesn't matter which side you do it. This is the spleen pancreas meridian. When you're tapping this, you're helping yourself to relax on this subject. So one thing you do when you start is you see how stressed you are about this. This is called the SUDS, or subjective units of distress, okay? So your subjective units of distress may be 10 out of 10, might be 6 out of 10. So take note of how high it is when you start, and then after one round, see, I just switched hands here, it doesn't matter. After one round, see how low it has come. Is it now 5 out of 10? Is it 2 out of 10? It may have just gone down from 10 out of 10 to 9 out of 10. That's okay. Just keep tapping as many rounds as you need till you get to 0. So bored. So already bored with this subject. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't want to have to deal with it. I'm so bored. I'm so fed up. Under the arm, so fed up. So bored. Top of the head, so bored. Round 3. Top of the head. Top of the head. I won't name the student, but this video is especially for you, and I hope you use it, and I hope you get some benefit from it. So bored. This could be not only for a subject in school, this could be for anything in life. It might just be facing some kind of depression in your life for whatever reasons, and you find yourself bored a lot of the time. So you can use this irrespective of whether you're a student or not. So bored. Could just be bored with life. So bored. So bored. Under the arm. So bored. Okay, now take stock of your SUDS again. I didn't check mine because I'm doing this as a demo, but I'm going to see if I have any boredom. No, I'm at 0. And let's see if I had any boredom before we started. No, I didn't. So this is not really a demo in the sense that my SUDS are going down. It's just to show you how you would do it if you have boredom. So take stock of your SUDS, and let's do one last round. And then we'll switch over to the positive. So bored. So bored. So bored. So bored. Under the eye, so bored. So bored. Collarbone, so bored. Under the arm, so bored. And now say, well, maybe I can make it interesting. Maybe I can find things that are interesting about this. Maybe I can apply myself. Maybe I can read through it a little more thoroughly and see. Maybe it is easier. After all, maybe it's not so hard. Maybe I'm bored because I think it's hard, but it's actually not that hard. Under the eye, maybe it's not that hard. Under the nose, maybe it's not that hard. Maybe it's actually quite easy. Maybe I just have to figure out a way to make it easy for me. What if it could be interesting? What if I could find out the applications and I could see, oh my God, what can I do with this? Maybe this is interesting. Maybe this will be useful to me in my life. Mathematics is a very useful subject for so many things later in life. you'll realize, you'll be glad you knew how to do it. Maybe I can look at some of the ways in which it's applied and find the uses and make it interesting that way. I find ways to make it interesting. I choose to let it be interesting. It's all in my attitude. I choose to have a different 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 attitude. It's easy, it's easy, it's easy. It's interesting, it's interesting, it's interesting. It's easy now and interesting. Easy and interesting. I hope that helped.